After over 2 decades of teaching singers how to effectively play piano and literally writing the books and the courses on this subject, I'm still asked constantly, why do singers need piano skills? In this video, I am going to take you through my top 5 reasons why I think every singer should have some piano skills. I'm Brenda Earl Stokes. I'm the owner and creator of Piano and Voice with Brenda. I make creative and practical resources for singers, pianists, and music educators to help them level up their skills and become more versatile musicians. So here are my 5 reasons why I think every singer needs piano skills. Number 1, the piano is the best way to build a true understanding of music theory. The piano is the best vessel for building a clear foundation of music theory. Just the setup of the instrument itself makes understanding music theory so easy. All of the notes are literally in front of you in black and white. I have worked with scores of singers who have taken traditional music theory courses with all their workbooks and written assignments, and it has led them nowhere. It's not until we start doing simple work at the keyboard, learning intervals, learning scales and patterns and chords, that the light really goes on and that you can develop a true understanding of music theory fundamentals. Music theory isn't necessarily something you need to learn from a book. I find that most people learn so much better playing the actual piano. Number 2. I think every singer needs piano skills because it's how you can build your foundation in musicianship. Musicianship skills and ear training can be effortlessly learned by using the piano. Remember all of those simple piano exercises I shared a moment ago in my number 1 reason? So when you're playing scales and chords and patterns on piano, you're actually hearing them as you learn them, right? Because you're playing and you can hear them. And so this means that you're also developing that deeper understanding, the oral understanding of how music works. Within a few weeks of learning piano, you'll start to be able to identify intervals, chord qualities, melodic shapes, and it won't require any additional effort than just singing along as you play with the exercises. Learning to play piano will help you to expand your musical ear and will grow your musicianship skills exponentially. My third reason why I think every singer should play piano is because it's going to help you to learn songs more easily. The ability to play the piano will really make song learning so much easier. Rather than relying on your voice teacher or your accompanist to teach you every melody you need to learn, you can self-administer those songs by playing them on piano for yourself. And it really doesn't take that much skill to be able to do it. I mean, really just being able to do basic reading on the treble clef and having a simple understanding of rhythm, and you're good to go. And I would say that if you're going to be self-administering, imagine all of the time and money you're going to save by not relying on other people to play your songs for you all the time. Some folks say to me, well, why not just learn them from a recording? That's a fine idea and in theory, but it's actually a lot more efficient to learn from the sheet music. This will ensure that you're playing exactly the notes the composer intended, so you can never really be sure if a recording that you're listening to is 100% accurate. Not to mention, there are tons of songs that don't have recordings or decent recordings available at all. It is so much more efficient to sit down at the piano and play your melody or the chords for yourself. You have control over how fast you play them, how many times you need to repeat a phrase or a section. And I tell you, there is nothing more empowering than having a song that you need to learn and being able to make it happen for yourself. The fourth reason I think every singer should learn to play piano is because it helps you to become a more confident musician. I cannot tell you how many singers I have worked with who feel shame over the fact that they can't play piano or another instrument. I have a blog post that I'll link down below that explains the whole experience and how it can really be damaging to people to not have those skills. Piano skills open up your musicianship and your theory skills, which are both important components that can make you feel more like a real musician. Having the knowledge of the piano can make you better able to communicate with other musicians, so bandmates or accompanists or other musicians you're working with. And this will help you to feel more successful in rehearsal and performance opportunities. And speaking of rehearsals, you'll have much more efficient rehearsals and better performances because you'll feel more confident to stand in a group with other musicians and know that you know your stuff. My number 5 reason that every singer should learn piano skills is because it opens up more opportunities. In the 21st century, it's no longer enough to just be a good singer. In order to survive and thrive in this industry, and I know this from personal experience, you need to broaden your skill set and open up more opportunities to work in music. When you can play piano, even at a very simple or basic level, more gig opportunities open up. Imagine being able to accompany yourself singing, so playing in restaurants or bars or clubs. You could do a sing-along piano bar gig or play at private events. You could do other singing opportunities in nursing homes or hospitals or schools. You could play keyboards and sing backup in a band or even lead the band from the piano or from the keyboard. Songwriters can enjoy recording their own demos without having to pay other musicians to help them to get their songs down on tape. Your ability to teach voice lessons, music classes, and conduct in choirs is also a lot more viable when you have functional piano skills. I cannot tell you how many times I won great jobs over other singers just because I had solid piano skills. So even if the singer was more qualified as a conductor, I 9 times out of 10 would get the job because I had piano skills and they did not. So this really opens up a lot of career possibilities and also, by the way, income, like money opportunities. If you have functional piano skills, you will be able to have much more possibilities for work in your industry. And I have worked with tons of songwriters who are now going out to more open mic events because they can accompany themselves, or who are recording more demos because they don't have to raise the money to be able to pay other people to be involved. So the independence that you get and the opportunity that comes out of this, I cannot overstate this. So all of this being said, I know that the prospect of learning piano can feel super intimidating, but I want to tell you that it doesn't have to be this way. You do not need to be a virtuoso pianist to be able to function in the world that you are living in. Most of the singers that I have worked with in the past have actually taken piano courses and even piano lessons before, and they haven't been successful. And what I discovered really quickly was that the reason is the method that they're being taught is not helpful for them. Getting method books, maybe you've been through this too, getting method books, getting theory books, getting classical piano music, having to sight read, all of that has been, I think, the barrier for so many singers. And maybe that's the situation that you've been in as well. So I hope that these 5 reasons are compelling enough to make you stop for a second and say, maybe this is something that I should work on. Now, I know that the prospect of learning piano can be extremely intimidating, but it doesn't have to be this way. You do not have to be a total virtuoso on the pianist. You don't have to be Liberace or someone like that in order to function really well at the piano. Over the years, I've discovered that many of the singers I've worked with have actually taken piano lessons and piano courses and classes in college before, and none of it has ever really served them. And when I took a deeper dive into why, I discovered it's because most piano courses are being taught by pianists who are used to training pianists. Well, spoiler alert, as singers, we don't need all of this information right away. What do we actually need? Well, you need to be able to play some chords, major and minor chords. You need to have some accompaniment strategies so that you have some different ways of accompanying yourself on different styles of songs. And you need a very basic ability to read treble clef and understand simple things like key signatures and the circle of fifths. It doesn't have to be a long and drawn out process. In my Piano Skills for Singers method, I teach precisely this. I teach you the exact things you need to know. Your chords, how to play some chord inversions, how to have a few accompaniment strategies that show up over and over again in songs, and how to develop those basic sight reading skills that will serve you. On June 1st and 2nd, 2023, I'm excited to announce the live workshop of my crash course in piano skills for singers. This course has been taken by hundreds of singers all over the world and is truly a crash course jumpstart into getting you to feel confident at the piano. All of those skills that I just mentioned, I cover all of them in a 90-minute course. Not only will you get all of that useful information that's given out to you in a really organized way, you'll also get a downloadable course book that has all of the exercises written in, plus all of the practice advice and suggestions, and has all of the resources that you need to be successful. When you sign up for the course, you can come to either day of the workshop. It's the same thing both days, and then you'll get 30 days access to the replay so that you can relive the material over and over again. This is an incredible opportunity for you to roll up your sleeves and actually get the piano skills that you need to be successful at the piano. Join the hundreds of singers all over the world who have found success with this method. I think you'll find that it's not as scary as you think it might be. It's actually a really fun and engaging process. If you're watching this video after June 1st and 2nd, 2023, don't fret. You can still purchase the course. I'll have a link in the description box below so that you can sign up and start to build the piano skills you need. I hope this video was helpful for you. Leave me a big thumbs up below. Let me know what you think the hardest thing is about playing piano. If you want to learn more about me, you can check out my website, pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com. There you'll learn all about some wonderful resources I have there for you to check out. And you can also learn how to sign up for one of my amazing online courses. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.